Harlem Renaissance: Films from Black Artists. So our first movie is Harlem is Heaven. It was directed and written by Irving Franklin. It was produced by Lincoln Motion Picture Company. Its stars were Bill Robinson, Eubie Blake, and John Mason. So this film is about um, the fabulous Bill Robinson stars as the owner of a Harlem variety theater who for the sake of his sweetie dancer Jean Stratton sets up his own nightclub. When he finds out that Jean is actually in love with young chummy Walker, Billy gallantly steps out of the picture. The fragmentary plotline is merely an excuse to offer a parade of top-ranked African-American talent. Among the luminaries featured in Harlem is Heaven are James Baskett and Eubie Blake and his orchestra. So the audience opinion about this film, you know, per usual, some people like it, some people didn't like it. Some people were happy to see Bill Robinson. On the other hand, some didn't. Some said Bill Robinson creeped me out at times. And even some people said it isn't a good film. It really isn't. Our next movie is Moon Over Harlem. It was directed by Edgar Ulmer, written by Matthew Matthews, and it was produced by Meteor Productions. Its stars were Buddy Harris, Cora Green, and Isnetta Wilcox. So this film is about a gangster. A German immigrant, Edgar Ulmer, directed this melodrama with an all-black cast and shot the film in just 4 days. The story concerns a rich widow seduced by a gangster and the man's attempts to gather money. Audience opinion about this film uh, is that it really displays black working middle class, and it's different from the street folk associated with Harlem. It never portrays blacks as stereotypes, and although it fails as drama, it succeeds as history lesson. Next movie is Dark Manhattan. It was directed by Harry Fraser and it was written by George Randall. It was produced by Randall Cooper Productions. It stars Rolf Cooper, Cleo Herndon, Clarence Brooks. So this movie basically is about a rival gang that interferes with a Harlem Rocketeer's plan to reform and marry a sweet nightclub singer. Audience opinion: one of the few films that black actors could show their talent. It was good and worth viewing. The team had done a good job with what they had, which means with the budget. Our next movie is Paradise in Harlem. It was directed by Joseph Seaton. It was written by Frank Wilson. It was produced by Jubilee Pictures Corporation. Uh, Stars were Frank H. Wilson, Mamie Smith, and Norman Astwood. The movie is basically about uh, mobsters hunting a nightclub performer who has witnessed the slaying. Audience opinion: singing, dancing, and music performances is the main attraction, and acting is acceptable, though the rock bottom budget shows through in places. It's a common thing in those years' films that their budget were very low, so but they still did a very good job with what they had in their hands. Our last movie is Souls of Sin. It was directed and written by Powell Lindsay. It was produced by William D. Alexander. Stars were Savannah Churchill, Jimmy Wright, and Billy Allen. The movie is about a young actress who leaves her home in the South for the bright lights of Harlem. Audience opinion: they said that it was extremely interesting and it was very different than many other race movies. And it felt surprisingly modern. That's it, thank you.